you know, with her getting to know my kids, you know, she got to kind of help guide me along the way. I mean, there were so many cool things that I've learned.
I went from a very rough type of life. I was homeless, and she was able to help me get into school, and I actually have enough credits to graduate with a business degree right now.
I think I really want to mention just that I'm grateful that I took advantage, because it's something that has put me in touch with my child, or closer to my child and her development.
I want other people and parents to know that the home visiting is not something that you should be afraid of. It's actually something that is needed.
You know, because she's not just here for her, she's here to help with all of it. She helped me create a safe space where I feel comfortable enough to ask for help.
Don't be afraid to take that step. Like, don't be afraid to get help. It's always okay to have extra support.
I would say, give it a try. You got nothing to lose. It's free. There's some perks, you know. They got some great resources.
Personally, I think everybody could benefit from the home visiting programs.
Are you prepared? We're the Office of Emergency Services, and we're committed to providing the most up-to-date and accurate information so that you and your family can stay safe during an emergency. Visit MendoReady.org. It's our one-stop shop for emergency information. You can sign up for emergency alerts, find your pre-established evacuation zone on our current emergencies map, and find hazard and preparedness information.
Imagine you're faced with a disaster such as a wildfire, and you're ordered to evacuate. I'll bet you wish you had more time in that moment. Now's your chance to buy yourself that time.
Meeting is, I would like to call this meeting to order. Can we have roll call, please?
Commissioner Pollan, Commissioner Richards,
Here.
Chair Babini,
Here.
and then Commissioner Jones and Commissioner Wiedemann are absent by prearrangement.
Thank you. Agenda item number 2. Has this meeting been properly noticed?
All items on the agenda have been properly noticed.
Thank you. I think we're going to have a fast meeting this morning. Agenda item number 3 is our director's report. Do we have any director's report today?
Good morning, Julia Krog, Planning and Building Services Director. Just a brief update for the Commission. The low-intensity camping discussion will be in front of the County Board of Supervisors on September 9th. That's next week on Tuesday. And that's going to be looking for some additional direction from the board on after we've done some stakeholder meetings and receiving some additional feedback before we begin working on some draft regulations. And then the short-term rental discussion will be in front of the board on September 23rd. And similarly, that is also following up from our stakeholder meetings and receiving additional direction from the board before beginning to draft regulations. So those are our 2 updates, and I'm available for any questions.
Thank you. Do we have anyone on Zoom? Anyone with hands raised, I guess?
We have no hands raised on Zoom.
Okay, thank you. All right, agenda item number 4, matters from the public. Members of the public are welcome to address the Planning Commission on items not listed on the agenda, but within the jurisdiction of the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission is prohibited by law from taking action on matters not on the agenda. Individuals wishing to address the Planning Commission under matters from the public may do so in person, via email, or Zoom. If any of the members of the public logged into Zoom meeting wish to speak under public expression, please use the raise hand feature to allow staff to add you to the meeting. Did we have any requests for telecomment today?
We did not receive any.
And I don't see any members of the public here. Do we have any on Zoom?
We have no hands raised on Zoom.
Okay. Move on. Agenda item number 5. Our consent calendar, 5A, approval of Planning Commission meeting minutes from August 21st, 2025. Did we have any comments from our commissioners on the consent calendar? Seeing none. Do we have any public comment online? Do we have anyone online?
No hands raised.
Okay. And then can I get a motion for approval of our minutes from August 21st?
I'll move that we approve the consent calendar.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Richards?
Yes.
Commissioner Pollan?
Yes.
Chair Babini?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Okay. Our item today, which is agenda item number 6 on our regular calendar, UM 2021-0005, Jackson Group Family, after the fact coastal development use permit, modification to relocate a multi-use recreational trail, construction of trail utilized the existing road. I'm going to open the public hearing. Have we had any correspondence or telephone calls on this item?
Any items that have been received have been posted to the website, but we did not receive any.
Thank you. Can we have staff presentation, please?
Thank you. Good morning. Mark Kleiser, planner for this project. Use permit modification 2021-0005. Up here. Okay, I apologize. I'm unable to access. If I may just take a moment here to figure out how to access. Thank you very much. Okay, let's start over again. Mark Kleiser, planner for this project for use permit modification UM 2021-0005. Before I begin my presentation, staff would like to note that the attachments in the staff report incorrectly include parcel numbers 015-07057 and 015-07040. The modification of the trail is located entirely within parcel number 015-07041. And this is for an after-the-fact coastal development use permit, modification to relocate a multi-use recreational trail. Construction of a trail utilizes an existing road on the project. The project is located next to the Kibasilla Rock Quarry, approximately 3 miles south of Westport and accessed off of Highway 1. The applicant chose to use an existing walking trail located in the subject parcel, which is right here. The pre-existing trail was used previously by the Wilsey family, who historically lived there and ran the quarry. The trail is accessed here off of this access road, which continuing north goes to the quarry, and the trailhead is located on the west side of the access road. No grading or removal of soil is going to be required for this trail, and the trail will be for use of guests at Inn of Newport Ranch. The trailhead is located on an existing access road that intersects with Highway 1. Oops. Right down in here. A small parking area is located adjacent to the trailhead, which can accommodate up to 4 cars. This is the parking area looking south down the access road. Further down here, it connects to Highway 1. And right here is the trailhead of the existing trail, which is being considered in this use permit modification. Alternatively, guests can walk to the trailhead from the inn. The project is found to be consistent with general plan policies. And just for your edification, the new trailhead is located here, and this is all entirely within the one parcel. The old trailhead that was proposed began at the parcel directly north and traveled south, intersecting the new trailhead. Zoning, the project is considered an outdoor sports and recreation use type, which is a permitted use type in the rangeland zoning district, subject to a use permit. Project was found consistent with the 4 required findings for a use permit. The project parcel is located within Williamson Act contract. However, the project was reviewed by the Resource Lands Protection Committee, and they found that the project was consistent with compatible uses for land under Williamson Act contract. Also, the project is located within a highly scenic area, but it is found to not have any impacts to these resources. The trailhead is not visible from Highway 1, with the exception of hikers at the top of the ridge. Staff conducted a site visit in April of 2025 with CDFW and the Coastal Commission, and their comments have been included as conditions of approval. With regards to habitats and natural resources, there is a creek that runs along the east side of the access road here, but given that the trailhead is located on the west side, there will be no impacts to this trail. That was confirmed with CDFW. There are no comments from Caltrans. However, staff did receive comments from the Westport MAC regarding work that was previously done on the approved trail regarding potential grading work. Staff was not aware of any such work and would like the opportunity to discuss with the applicant new conditions of approval that should be included if that work was completed. As such, staff would like to continue the item to October 2nd, 2025, so that the applicant can be present. With that concludes my presentation.
And if I may, to the commission, I'll just note that we do have, it looks like, a member of the public that is logged into Zoom. So I think it would be appropriate if the commission so desired to see if there is any public comment on this item, and also to have discussion and provide any, additional direction or any questions or comments to staff, so that, if you do choose to continue this to the October 2nd date as requested by staff, we can be sure to be back with a complete response to any concerns the commission may have.
Okay. I guess my question for staff would be, the request is from the applicant to be here for any comments or questions from the public or from ourselves?
Correct, yes, the applicant wished to be here for that.
Okay.
Are there additional needs that staff has to make modifications to this if we weren't to receive any feedback from the public today? Or do we need to hear from the applicant? I'm not saying that we should have to resolve this today, but I just didn't see anything in here that sparked my curiosity why we would continue this item.
The comments for the Westport MAC do address work that was done on the previously approved trail. Staff doesn't have any knowledge of this work. However, staff would like to include a condition of approval that says any work that was done on that trail will be brought back to its natural state, potentially reseeding or any type of light grading that needs to be done to bring that back to its natural state. However, given the amount of time that has passed since that work was done, chances are that it's already back to its natural state.
So that is a condition that does not currently appear, but if we wanted to, we could add in there.
Yeah, staff would recommend that we have an opportunity to discuss it with the applicant, just to make sure that all kind of loops are closed on those comments that were received as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Richards, do you have any questions for staff?
No, I don't.
And then hearing that the applicant is not here, do we have, let's move on to public comment. The commission will now hear public comment on this item. The commission will start with public in the room and then move on to telecommenters on Zoom. Since we do not have anyone currently in the room, let's see, is there any hands raised on Zoom to speak on this item?
There are no raised hands on Zoom.
Okay. Right. Well, if we have no comments from the public on here, let's bring it back to the commission. Does staff have any final remarks on this item?
No.
I think, if there are concerns maybe from interested parties and there's, the want to discuss that, especially not having the applicant here, I think it would be beneficial for them to be able to respond to, any staff request to add any additional conditions of approval or anything. But I guess I will bring it back to our commission to see if we think it's necessary or not, or if we just want to move forward with a vote today. It seems like a lot of the work, as Mr. Kaiser pointed out was most likely returned to nature. I know after about one season on the coast, a lot of that grass and everything's pretty grown back and been taken back by nature, especially on a, it's a coastal trail, not necessarily something that's very highly trafficked, I would assume. I have no problem moving forward with approval today if we wanted to do that, but do we have any final comments from any other commissioners?
I guess I'd be okay moving ahead today too, but I don't want to supersede the wisdom and needs of staff on this one, so.
I also, want to honor, if the applicant wants to be here, I feel like it's, by their request for their application, I feel like maybe we honor that as well. So we want to invite a motion to continue to the date certain October 2nd, you said?
Yes.
Deputy County Counsel, you look like you pulled that microphone closer to you.
Deputy County Counsel Matthew Kudrowski. From a legal perspective, if we're adding conditions of approval and the applicant isn't here, I think there may have been some miscommunications about when the meeting was to be scheduled that occurred after it was noticed. So certainly, since it was noticed and we had a member of the public on Zoom, not knowing if they're going to speak or not, that was our idea, was to go forward with this meeting to make sure that people who are here or would have shown up would have had this opportunity to speak. In terms of the additional condition of approval, I probably would recommend that the applicant be able to speak to that and review it if the commission wanted to apply that condition of approval. If otherwise, I think there was an addendum that was posted in the last week or so that had been discussed with the applicant before they were unavailable. So if the commission wanted to go forward without any additional conditions, I think that would be fine.
Okay.
It's only from a due process concern on if we're adding things and they're here to respond to that. Certainly, if staff wants that condition, wants to discuss that, then I would recommend a continuance.
I mean, if we're not adding anything today.
Okay. I mean, again, I don't want to supersede the wisdom of our staff, but it feels like it's kind of a superfluous condition.
Well, and if I may, I think, what we would just want to ensure is that if the commission is comfortable with moving forward, acknowledging that it has been, roughly 4 years since this application was first filed and those concerns were first expressed. So very likely natural vegetation has moved back into that area, just given the climate that we have here. So, that is certainly something that the commission can consider. And staff, I think we would be satisfied either direction. We just wanted to make sure it is a concern that the commission is aware of, and you can consider that in your deliberations.
Would you want or need to have that as some sort of a finding in here that reflects our deliberation and discussion of that reality, or?
No, I think just we have it in the record through the meeting. So.
Okay. I'm happy to make a motion on this one.
Yeah. Well, do the person that's online has not raised their hand? They don't want to speak. Okay.
All right. I'm going to make a motion to approve this item, the resolution of the Planning Commission to approve UM_2021-0005 for a previously adopted negative declaration and granting a coastal development use permit modification for the recreational trail as built.
And Chair Babini, we just want to confirm, does this also include the amendment to condition 16 as presented by staff in the staff memorandum?
Thank you. I did not have that one open. Yes, with the addendum amendment to the conditions that were brought forward in the addendum.
Thank you.
I'll second. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Richards?
Yes.
Chair Babini?
Yes.
Commissioner Pollan?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. All right. Agenda item number 7 is matters from staff. Do we have any matters from staff today?
Just a reminder to the commission that in October, your meetings will begin at 10 a.m. as opposed to 9:30 a.m. So just a reminder that was a change adopted into your bylaws, and you'll see that going forward. So
thank you.
Thank you.
To accommodate these two that aren't here today, but I'm glad that we're doing it.
Matters from the commission. Do we have any items from the commission today? I have one. So I will most likely be resigning after our September if we do not have another September meeting. And I know that we are looking for a new planning commissioner for District 2. there's anyone in the universe that is interested, please reach out to Momo Heron, our District 2 supervisor, to discuss the potential of being the new commissioner here. And that's all my matters. Agenda item number 8, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Thank you, everybody.
I hope you got something.